you folks. I've been joined by Mr. Kimball. What do you make of start from Afghanistan? Mr. Kimball, what do you make of start from Afghanistan? Different format and
a little bit the tactics of the Zimbabwe fast bowlers. They should have been a lot more back of a length, bowled a lot more deliveries. They've tended to be too full, and all the scoring shots really have been full deliveries, drives. There we go, on the up, over cover. Lusanula, anything that remotely resembles being in his half, he's going to have a full crack. He's a confident bloke, and again he dispatches one over cover for 4.
yeah, it's the confidence that's reflecting in his shot making. May not have found it from the middle of the wedge, but still made enough connection on that division to get it over the top of the fieldsman, and though it's a slow outfield on the boundary ropes, near the boundary ropes, but it still travels to the boundary ropes for 4. Adjusting to the little bit of extra bounce well. Just a minor conversion with bowler and wicket keeper. Wants a change in the field maybe, so decided to remove the fieldsman from the slip cordon.
It wasn't a minor conversation, it was quite animated. Brendan Taylor was moving his hands around quite wildly, trying to get the attention of the captain, make sure that they fortify the offside field. So 5 in the circle on the offside now.
Finds the edge and will run away for 1. Third man in position. So they removed the fieldsman from that slip cordon, and all of a sudden you find the edge is flying through that region.
The length, that's the difference here. It's back of a length, and that forces the batsman onto the back foot. Loves it off the front foot, and most of the Afghanistan batsmen as well. Anything pitched up, they feel very comfortable, particularly on good batting surfaces such as this one here in Sharjah. So as a bowling side, you've got to talk about pressure, pushing them back, not allowing them to play off that front foot, and I just don't think they've done that enough in this opening salvo. And really, there hasn't been a chance. It has been very, very good thus far from Afghanistan. Just the start they would have wanted, winning the toss, batting first, looking to post a big total. They've got off to a very, very good start.
Short ball against Shahzad, but too high. Comfortable in leaving.
Now you say that, you say comfortable. I just think he doesn't like it up there. He takes evasive action. Yeah, here he goes. He's not looking at the ball, back of the helmet facing the bowler. That's where he likes it, not where he wants to play. Leaving the periscope up. Luckily it didn't hit anywhere near the bat, but I just think he's not comfortable in that area. And if you're pushing the batsman back as a bowler, then when you do it on the full side, he's not fully committed. And it's the perfect length. Perfect length. If you're not going to bowl the bouncer, make sure that you're back of a length, hitting the splice. And I just don't think they've been enough in that area today, the Zimbabweans. And hence, you find that Afghanistan are 43 for none, looking very handy as well. We haven't seen Tendai Chitara yet. Sikandar Raz has bowled 1 over. The reason I say that is he's got a very good change of pace as well. So apart from enough short deliveries for me, I just don't think there's been enough of a change of pace as well. There we go, back of a length again. Difficult for Shahzad. End of 8 overs, 43 for none.
چټک ژوند ښه ژوند د افغان بیسیم 4G LTE. اوس د 4G سرعت څخه زموږ په تریجي کڅوړو کې ګټه پورته کړئ. 1 GB د 250 افغانیو په بدل کې 3 GB د 400 افغانیو په بدل کې 15 GB د 600 افغانیو په بدل کې په پیغام پاڼه کې خپل د خوښې GB ولیکئ او 150 یې واستوئ. موږ ویاړو چې افغانان یو افغانستان سره مینه لرو.
From around the wicket, is trying to not give any width to the bat to work with. It's good. You want a fast bowler in here or a spinner to find?
Up in the air, in the gap 4. He hit it really, really hard, did Isanula. There was a moment where the fielder and the bowler might have thought there was a chance. But in the end, It was a dive in despair from the man at cover, just coming down the wicket and hit it right out the middle of the bat, trying to give it a bit of air. But was too full, too wide, and with no fielders out there, really, at this stage of the game, a free hit should...
Quicker delivery, defends it.
To answer your question, I've got no problem with a change in tactics, change in pace, bringing the spinner on. Just an off spinner against the right-hander at this stage of the game. I think it's pretty tough. It's up in the air. There are two fielders out there. So it'll just be the single. Not in control on that occasion. Isanula just held back slightly by Sikandar Raza, and that affected the missed time from the batsman. Yeah, I've got no problem with the change. I just think with these two, that when the bowlers have got the ball in the right area, it proved difficult. And it doesn't help when you're not going to take half chances. It was a difficult one. It wasn't a straightforward one at all. A perplexed stare from Sikandar Raza. That brings up 50 for Afghanistan. Shazad trying to over mid-off again, just not getting the elevation. And it was in the air for a long, long time. Despite from Jarvis, I think it is, who's standing at mid-off. And all he's able to do is parry it towards the boundary. Half chance, but as I said, those, you've got to try and get them to stick. Because it's those little moments in a game that really turn it on its head. End of 9, 52 for none.
کجا بخیر خیریت خواسته
Your Highness, that is quite the entourage. Show them who we are.
Let's go!
Step into the spotlight.
Καλημέρα, είστε συντονισμένοι στον Ελευκό 87. Καλημέρα, είστε συντονισμένοι στον Ελευκό 87,7. Ας ξεκινήσουμε την ημέρα μας με φοβερή μουσική.
Sorry, 3-2, so not a lot in it, but still, at your home venues, you need to be making sure that you're on top. So they're ahead in one game each at all those three venues. No real difference. That's up in the air. Just falls short of the man in mid-off, so continuing to attack Isanula. But there again, look at the length. That's caused the false shot. Prior to this, the ball's been full and easy hit through the line. There we go, that's back of it. He has to hit on the up now. And that is a totally different kettle of fish when you're having to try and hit the ball on the up. Very, very difficult shot. And hence, reduced the false stroke, but just not carrying to Graham Creamer at mid-off.
Has delicately played that one to take a single, but talk us through about the nature of surfaces in Bulawayo and Harare, how different they are from, for example, Sharjah International Cricket Stadium pitch.
There's a bit of grass on the ones back. There's the immediate difference. You can't see your reflection on the surface. The Sharjah one is all on its own, a different wicket from anywhere else in the world. Really is just rolled mud, and it's rolled to a sheen. Really, really good batting surface.
Another good short ball.
There we go, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Make it difficult. And it is a bit late. We're in the 10th over. Should have been done a lot earlier, this method of attack. And it would have made it all the more difficult early on for the Afghanistan batsmen. I just think they've started employing it too late. But the first 4 overs, 5 overs, there wasn't enough of this stuff. And that allowed them to get set and hit through the line.
And it's going to be different examination of Afghanistan batsmen throughout the series. It's a 5-1 international series, so may not be late realization from them. After 5 overs, realizing that what length to bowl, and they might persist it throughout the tournament. Might have found something clearly working for them.
You've got to sort of say to yourself, as a team, if it's a good batting surface and the team is, going to get 260, 270, it's a par score, make it difficult for them to get there. Don't just give it away. Oh, it's a flat batting wicket. Make it difficult for the opposition to score. Try and bowl to their weaknesses. That's the key for me. End of 10, end of the first power play, 54 for none.
مؤسسه تحصیلات عالی شفا نصاب تحصیلی معیاری اساتید با تجربه و مسلکی تطبیقات لابراتوارهای مجهز کارهای مسلکی و تقویتی دیپلم در لسان انگلیسی و ترانسپورت رایگان برای الناس همراه با فیس باور نکردنی استوماتولوژی 16000 افغانی فارمسی 12000 افغانی حقوق و علوم سیاسی 8000 افغانی مؤسسه تحصیلات عالی شفا آینده درخشان شما.
End of the first power play, it means out of the second power play, more luxury for the captain to spread the field, to have more number of fieldsmen on the boundary ropes, and the field will be slightly spread up, so that will give the opportunity to the batsman to work the singles around like this. Easy single.
Yes, 4 men allowed outside the circle and 5 have to remain inside the circle for the overs up to the 40th over, and then thereafter the captain can put 1 more back. And then 5 on the boundary edge and 4 have to be in the circle. Bit of width, and he's found the gap. Wasn't in control of that shot, Yusanullah. It was more a healthy leading edge than anything else. But he's found the gap and will get through for a brace.
Lovely touched up delivery. Bit of extra bounce, bit of turn also. Held the ace through the gap. He's on to 38. Shahzad is batting 19 of 27. 38 of 36. Hits it hard this time around.
He asked me about the pitches. Bulawayo pitches, more subcontinent like, very good for batting. Nice even carry, even bounce. Very, very flat indeed. There's an even healthier edge. And this one's gone fine, and it'll go to the boundary for 4. Not a very good effort, you'd have to say. Brian Vittori it is, trying to put in a dive at the end to make the save. It was a bit tentative though, didn't really commit, trying to dive and haul it back, and in the end made a little bit of a mess of it.
First thing first, taking the angle away from the delivery. Look at this one, just playing it deliberately, is opening the face of the bat, and then needed a bit more commitment there on the boundary ropes. Maybe he can think about the prospect of having slip in position. Look at this one, not there. Works through the onside, will take single.
Maybe he thought he would slide a bit further. Just where he was sliding there, it goes from green grass to a dead area. Bit muddy. 11 overs bowled, 62 for none.
شفاخانه مدرن KMC از مشهورترین متخصصین هندی یک دکتر سومت آنند، پروفسور ارتوپدی و تعویض مفاصل، دکتر ماینک مادام، پروفسور معده، جراحی جهاز هضمی و لپراسکوپی دعوت به عمل آورده از تاریخ 27 دلو الی اول هوت 1396 و همچنان دکتر عبدالعزیز از کشور هندوستان در بخش داخله عمومی به طور همروزه در خدمت هموطنان عزیز قرار دارد. ثبت نام جریان دارد. KMC تداوی با لبخند.
That's where he is. He's been chief tormentor for Zimbabwe in 2020 series. Over the years, he's made this telling contribution in the rise of Afghanistan cricket from level 5 to international cricket. Gets a leg. Gets a leg side-ish delivery. And somehow stops that one. Brendan Teller. That's where he is. Mohammad Nabi. Getting a couple of important 40s with bat in hand and will certainly love the conditions here. His son, Hassan, leg spinner. Watching the action, might be tempted to take a few lessons from his father and maybe from Mujib Jadran, I think. A right smile. Normally a composed look for Nabi. Good temperament. Just nudges it down to the third man for one. Runs coming easily. The singles coming, they will have to do something different. Maybe introduce the leg spinner.
Good point. Creamer's a key factor in this game and where he bowls. And he's tended of late to bowl more towards the back end of the innings. And as they've tried to get on with it, he's been able to take a few crucial wickets. So very interesting to see when he decides to bring himself on and how he uses himself. Is it in one spell or two separate spells? Bulawayo, if I'm not mistaken, will be where Zimbabwe play Afghanistan in the World Cup qualifiers in the pool game. And that, you'd have to say, would determine who takes the most points and who finishes top to go into the Super 6 stage. So it'll be a crucial place where they will meet in Bulawayo. It'll be interesting to see what the curator does there, what sort of pitch that he looks to prepare, what advice he's given on the Zimbabwe side as to what they want. Leave a bit of grass, make a little bit of a seamer maybe. Very difficult to do that though in Bulawayo. And then Harare is a very good wicket as well. It's a bit more bounce, but it's tennis ball bounce, a bit loopy the bounce. But still very good for batting. Plenty of runs on offer there if you get in as a batsman.
Difficult to separate two boys there. Maybe the height can be a little bit of factor. One thing is sure, supporting Afghanistan all the way through.
Yeah, of that there's no doubt. And every reason to be very happy at this juncture in the game. Cut away, there is protection out there. So it'll just be the single. They need a wicket here, Zimbabwe really do, just to stem the run flow. Just put a bit more pressure on. But at the moment, they'll be very happy with where they stand. Afghanistan, two batsmen in, particularly Isanullah, 45 of just 42 deliveries. Shazad has been a wee bit more circumspect, 21 of 29.
Rides the bounce, works a single. They didn't collect up singles from the third man region. 12 overs gone, it's 67 for no wicket.
با تبدیل کردن سیم کارت افغان بی سیمتان به سیم جدید یو سیم 1 GB اینترنت رایگان به دست بیاورید و از اینترنت 4G سریع مثل نور لذت ببرید. برای مستفید شدن از این پیشکش محدود به نزدیکترین نمایندگی افغان بی سیم مراجعه نمایید.
ما افتخار می‌کنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
67 for no wicket. Sikandar Raja to continue. If the wicket falls, you reckon that they should be sending someone like Nabi in, man in form, or should he bat it at his regular position?
No, his regular position. I don't think there's any need to change things. That only really comes about in the last bit of the game, the last 10 overs, depending on how things stand and what the context of the game is. But at the moment, it'll be very much to stick to the same batting order, and they'd like this to continue. They need someone to bat through. Isanullah, for me, is the man. He's got a good start, 3 away from a half century. He's the man to go on and get 3 figures and allow everyone to bat around him. Invariably, when you get a guy getting to 3 figures, you can post a very good total, because then at the back end, a few guys can come in and play cameos, and we know that a lot of the Afghanistan batsmen have got good power games. Ashgar Stanikzai, Mohammad Nabi. So if they can play with a bit of freedom, towards the back end of this innings, they can do a lot of damage.
Looking at the nature of the surface and the start, what would be, core that they must be, visualizing in their mind? That's where they need to reach, at least to become competitive.
But the start they've got, and what I've seen of the wicket and how it's been playing, I tell you what, they've got to be looking at 300 plus. It's that good a wicket, unless something drastically changes and it starts holding up and starts turning. But it just seems to me to be an absolute belter of a surface.
Play and miss. He's nearing his half century, 47 or 45. He's beaten again. That's a beautiful delivery from Sikandar Raja.
Just when I say there's no demons in the pitch, he's played and missed two that have gone arrow straight, playing for a little bit of turn. Given there, there's time. You can't bowl there. It's not a great delivery. He knows it. And applause from everybody around the ground, including the captain, Ashkar Stanikzai. It's been a good hand from Misanola. 51 of just 47 deliveries. End of the 13th, 73 for none.
ویتامین سی برای اولین بار از نوشابه‌های ژاپنی در افغانستان.
The 13th over has produced a big moment, a milestone to celebrate. Ehsanolla getting to his 50, 51 of 47, and played some delightful cricket shots throughout his innings, and his captain, he must be out to get to century, maybe 3 figures mark on this excellent batting surface. I've been thinking about describing a leg spinner. Here he is, Kramer into the attack. He put really well in the 2020s.
Bowled really well, and I was just wondering whether he'd bring himself into the attack now, and he has to, because they need a wicket. They can't keep going on like this. They need to try and create an opportunity, and the man to do it for me is Graham Creamer. Another guy that hasn't bowled is Tendai Chitara, not used yet, so obviously looking for him to do a role at the back end of the innings with his Yorkers and slower balls. I get that, but he can also do a bit of damage up front, and I definitely would have used him for a few overs up front, not just to bowl in the middle at the death.
Lovely touch-up delivery, and that's where he might create some problems for Afghanistan with his flighted deliveries, different trajectories and different pace.
This is the moment. Pasted through the covers, nobody out there, and raced away for 4. I just had to hurry a wee bit there. Ahmed Shahzad was ambling through, and it was Craig Irvin that returned it to Captain Brendan Taylor. And he just had to put in a few hard yards at the end. Here he goes. He's just ambling back to there, and suddenly there he's got to get a shake on. The bat sticks in the ground. I think he was okay. He was over the line.
Well, he was on perambulation duty that moment, and then had to rush, and a direct hit would have created some ripples. Just in there, safety, I think. Third umpire to make a decision here. Not out. Is the Gretchen scribbles there on the giant screen.
CEO of Afghanistan cricket, Shafiq Stanikzai, on the right of your screen. He'll be very happy with what he's seeing on the field. Got his hands full this year with the Afghan Premier League coming up, World Cup qualifiers. Lots on for Afghanistan cricket. Exciting times. It's up in the air now. Is this the opportunity? It is. Wallace underneath it, drops it, puts it down, and goes for 4. Wow. You wouldn't have expected that. He created the chance for Creamer. And, well, you'll have to say he's made a meal of that, Malcolm Ola. Really has. Didn't look set, didn't look confident, and in the end, spills it.
lovely touch-up delivery. Just mistiming it, hitting it in the air, was in the air for a long, long time. Shahzad given up, but overrunning and then running back and not not holding it properly. So dropped chance that might further the status of the game for the team Zimbabwe.
Not only do you have the feeling when you drop the cap that you've gone, oh, what have I done? But then you see it dribble over the boundary for 4 as well. It makes it doubly worse.
Goes back and makes a great connection. It's out of here. 6. Massive strike. 14 overs gone, 85 for no wicket.
فريش بي بي دايبار اولون دسما ترکیه هوا انصاف فريش بي بي ستاسو دگران و ماشومانو لپاره بهترین انتخاب
The Afghanistan Premier League, not far away, 5 franchises, 30 top 20 foreign players, 75 Afghanistan talent on display, and the player auctions will be coming soon. The Afghanistan Cricket Board organizing that, and he's going to be the man behind. It's a Stanek Zai, the CEO of Afghanistan Cricket Board. That's going to be a big mega event as well. Afghanistan Premier League. Probably going to host it around October this year. And joining me in the comm box is Neil for the first time.
Thanks so much, Ajay. And it's a fantastic lineup of cricket for Afghanistan there. Tendai Chatara comes into bowl. 45 matches, 61 wickets, and economy of 5.15. Young lad, 26 years of age. And he'll have to create an impact that the rest of the bowlers haven't been able to. Bowling in from the far end, Chatara. Shot jacked into the body. That is what Alice has been speaking about earlier today, that the strength of the Zimbabwean bowlers is to bowl short. That's what we saw, and that is what troubled the Afghan batsmen here. The crowds seeping in to watch this fantastic game. Afghanistan very steady on 86, and it's going to be a good day of entertainment for the Afghan supporters. It's a Friday, mind you, a holiday in this part of the world. Numbers in the audience just increasing.
Καλημέρα, είστε συντονισμένοι στον Ελευκό 87,7. Ας ξεκινήσουμε την ημέρα μας με φοβερή μουσική.
Running a bit ahead, really not in a great position, and then conceding a 4 as well.
Well, as I say, insult over injury, and that's what happened. It's a good start here by Chatara. 3 deliveries, just 2 runs.
But you can also say, Neil, rubbing salt on the wound, isn't it? One, you have dropped that catch and then conceding a boundary.
Well, absolutely, and you never know when you give life to a batsman like Shahzad, what he would turn out to. Meanwhile, this one, again, dealing in singles in this Chatara over.
Really played well. He's really played well. Some lovely shots coming from his blade. It's Anulab took his time early on, but this is a strike. Brilliant, 103.80. Whenever the opportunity was there, never a trailing the little route, clearing the boundaries with a lot of ease. In use of the first 10 overs, the first power play. Some thick outside edges, but some glorious shots as well. A very good half century by the young man. Doesn't have much experience, but the way he's batted, Sanullah really shows a lot of promise. Shehzad, on the other hand, has taken his time today, especially early on, 34 or 37.
Well, yes, Ehsan going into the top gear almost immediately and made Shehzad to take the second fiddle's role. And that's what he's been doing. But then, again, look at it from this perspective that he's hit 4 boundaries and 1 massive 6, Shehzad. And will come in true playing international cricket after a year. This man knows how to clear the boundaries, and that's what he specializes in. Meanwhile, nudging around to take those singles. Sensible, I reckon. So it's 15 overs.
افغان لیسی 4G LTE حالا از سرعت 4G در بسته‌های تریپی ما مستفید شدید. 7GB در بدل 800 افغانی، 10GB در بدل 1100 افغانی، 16GB در بدل 1800 افغانی. در صفحه پیام GB مورد نظر خود را نوشته و به 151 ارسال نمایید.
ما افتخار می‌کنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
So 15 overs gone, 89 for no loss. Afghanistan exactly what they wanted. Win the toss, batting first. This is a good opening partnership for them, laying a good foundation. Going to be the captain once again, Creamer. Unlucky, should have picked up a wicket. He's really bowled well. Saw him in the T20s as well. Really tosses the ball up. He's got some good variations and his spell, especially required on this kind of surface.
Well, absolutely, and he could be the one who could make those differences that are required in this game. The fast bowlers haven't been able to create that impact. This one has been played up in the air, and this could be out. It is. Ehsanullah has been caught finally. Kremer gratified with the wicket.
They wanted the little route, but this time finding a man in the deep. And this partnership, that 90-run partnership, finally ending. Solomon was the catcher at long off, going for the big shot. Not able to get the elevation that was required. Flight delivery, intent was very clear, but finding the man in the deep. That's the end of a very fine innings. Ehsanullah going back for 54. It's 90 for 1 Afghanistan.
انستیتوت علوم صحی جامعه کامپلکس با 7 دور فراغت افتخار دارد که برای دور 8م در رشته‌های فارماسی، تکنولوژی طبی، نرسنگ عالی، پروتز دندان، قابلگی عالی، رادیولوژی و انستزی محصل می‌پذیرد. فیس هر سمستر با کار عملی فقط 3000 افغانی. آدرس: سرک کوته‌سنگی، کمپانی، قلعه جرنی. انستیتوت علوم صحی جامعه کامپلکس پیام‌آور آرزوهای شما.
به اطلاع مردم شریف افغانستان رسانیده می شود که متخصصین هندی در بخش‌های نسایی ولادی، اقامت یا بی‌اولادی، اقامت مردانه و تاریخ‌های 23 الی 26 در سال جاری و کلینیک نوین سیتی واقعی کارت پروان دعوت گردیدند.
Afghanistan losing the first wicket involves Rahman Shah, 33 matches, 991 runs, averaging around 36. His strike rate 68. But he's one batsman who loves playing in this format, Rahman Shah. The openers laying a very good foundation. They have done well. There's not much pressure as he walks in, Rahman Shah, but a slip in place for him close by. Got a man and slip, Ram Creamer. Really bowled well, very impressively. Bowling his second over. 13 runs, 1 wicket for him. Wanting a single refused by his partner Shehzad. And Rahman Shah is here because this was the wicket. See flash delivery, trying to go to the top, not getting the elevation or the distance. And Solomon taking a good catch in the deep.
Well, yes, as you were talking, that Kremer will be the one who will create that impact. A mild appeal there by the wicketkeeper Taylor. And he has created that dent again this time round.
And that was a googly as well. So deceiving the batsman with that googly. Ball just coming in to the right-hander. Nigel Long is a very experienced umpire.
And that bowling to Rahmat, who's just walked in. He'll take his time to settle in on this wicket. Two umpires, Nigel Long on your screen, and the other umpire standing on the square leg position, Ahmed Shah Pakhdeen. That's Pakhdeen on the square leg region. Kremer. Flighted delivery up in the air. Fielder under it and taken. Double wicket there for Kremer. Fantastic catch. And Kremer is delighted. That was the last delivery of his over, and he struck yet again.
Yeah, once again going for the big shot. This time on the onside. Shehzad not timing it too well. Very disappointed with himself. Flighted delivery. Going on the onside, not on the off as his partner did. And finding the man in the deep. Vittori the catcher, the left arm seamer, and the captain is delighted. The second wicket for him in this over. Shehzad walking back, disappointed out for 36, getting a start, not able to capitalize. Is 91 for 2 now.
موږ د پرمختګ لپاره ډېر وخت ته اړتیا لرو.
موږ نشو کولی وخت تم کړو، مګر استفاده ترې کولی شو.
دا وخت دی چې بریا جوړوي.
اوس کولی شئ 6,000 دقیقې د یوې میاشتې لپاره د 499 افغانیو په بدل کې د افغان بیسیم څخه افغان بیسیم ته ترلاسه کړئ. د فعالولو لپاره *233*2*1 علامت نمبر ډایل کړئ. کم لګښت سره ډېرې خبرې وکړئ.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان یو. افغانستان سره مینه لرو.
پیامبر خداوند جل جلاله خیانتکار یک بیرق وجود دارد که در روز رستاخیز با وسیله آن شناخته می شوند. بیرق سیاه داعش در سوریه سرنگون شده است، اما خیانت خوارج نسبت به دین مقدس اسلام ایشان را تا آتش جهنم همراهی می کنند. بیرق سیاه داعش در عراق سرنگون شده است، اما خیانت خوارج نسبت به دین مقدس اسلام ایشان را تا آتش جهنم همراهی می کند. با خواست خداوند جل جلاله بیرق سیاه خوارج در افغانستان نیز سرنگون گردیده است، اما خیانت آنها نسبت به دین مقدس اسلام ایشان را تا آتش جهنم همراهی می کند، جایی که برای ابد فراموش می شوند. مطابق احکام قرآن کریم، نیروهای دفاعی ملی و امنیتی افغان تا آن زمان به تعقیب خوارج و داعش ادامه می دهند تا که عدالت و ایمان به خداوند جل جلاله در سرتاسر افغانستان ادامه یابد. شیرمردان دلیر قوای امنیتی افغان با عزم راسخ در مقابل شریران و رهبرانشان در هر جا که پیدا شوند مقابله می کنند. نیروهای دفاعی ملی و امنیتی افغان بیرق جمهوری اسلامی افغانستان را با شجاعت در میدان نبرد حمل می نمایند.
What he's shown here, Kremer created a chance in the previous over. Shehzad spilled down, but then in the very next over came back strong, picked up both the openers. Asghar Stanikzai, the skipper, comes in 78 matches, 1,559 runs, and an average just under 22, and a strike rate close to 62. That's the man, Kremer. Flighted delivery, and Shehzad goes on the long onside. Simple catch there, Vittori. And that was the end of the hard-hitting Shehzad. Dot ball to start the proceedings here.
I think this is the phase where they have to stem the flow of runs now, because both the new batsmen out there, so they'll just be taking a bit of time. Rahmat, we saw his strike rate just over 60, takes a bit of time early on. Asghar Stanikza as well. And he's just come in, hasn't faced a single delivery at the non-strikers in. This is a time when Zimbabwe would like to get a few good overs in. Just stem the flow of runs, because, you know, it always makes a difference once you get the set batsman out. Always makes a big difference. The coach out there, his streak on the right of the frame, is having a chat there. Should be happy the way his captain has bowled so far.
Yes, the crowd gone a little silent as the runs have stemmed and after the fall of those 2 wickets. But these two are sensible batsmen, Rahmat and Asghar both. And as you said, Mr. Mehra, that they just need to smoothly just ease out the pressure, take those singles and doubles, and ensure that they do not lose any further wickets from here on.
I think the damage has been done by Crema, the way he's bowled. He's been very impressive. First got this wicket going for the big shot, got it at the long off region, and then it was Shehzad was dropped earlier, but this time once again not getting the elevation that was required from him, and Victoria taking a good catch in the deep and long on. So both the wickets coming in the same over for the captain. Crema has done a very good job. 2 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets for him. Exactly what Zimbabwe required at that stage. It was a good move by him to bring himself on. He's a wicket taker, bowled very well in the T20s as well. Was instrumental in checking the run flow. Exactly what he's done here.
Well, absolutely, and this is what one would want to see of the captain. 2 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets, 1 ball remaining, and this is a maiden. A fantastic over coming through. 17 overs been bowled, 91 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Almas.
Going to be the captain once again, Crema. 2 wickets for 14 runs. He's milking the ball on the onside. It's a good effort at square leg as well. By the fielder out there at square leg near the umpire.
2 good overs back to back. The previous Kramer over getting 2 wickets there, and then followed by a maiden over. Kramer coming into bowl again. Played in towards Covers region, will get a single there. That's sensible. I think they just need to ensure that they keep watching the ball off the hand of Kramer. Kramer has been mixing it up. Watch the ball off the hand, take those singles. There are those gaps in the field. Don't do anything silly. Because what Shehzad did at that point in time was nothing short of silly. You lost a wicket in the same over, and then you want to go hammer and tongs all over again in the same.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, once a set batsman is out, the other has to be a bit more sensible. Shehzad is very experienced as well inside edge. Really mixing his deliveries very nicely. Using the googly to good effect. The variations have been good. At times bowling much slower, flatting, tossing it up. At times just pushing through. He's a tall man as well, Crema. Been a very good spell from him so far. It's going to be interesting as well, Neil, how lengthy this spell goes for him. Does he bowl 5 overs or 6 overs, or does he just carry on? Normally likes to bowl in the latter part of the innings as well, the last few overs. That was a googly once again, read very early. Playing on the onside. It's a single to end the over, 95 for 2.
شفاخانه مدرن KMC از مشهورترین متخصصین هندی هر یک دکتر سومت آنند، پروفسور ارتوپدی و تعویض مفاصل، دکتر ماینک مادام، پروفسور معده، جراحی جهاز هضمی و لپراسکوپی دعوت به عمل آورده از تاریخ 27 دلو الی اول هوت 1396 و همچنان دکتر عبدالعزیز از کشور هندوستان در بخش داخله عمومی به طور همروزه در خدمت هموطنان عزیز قرار دارد. ثبت نام جریان دارد.
ګرانو ملګرو ډېر بخښنه غواړم چې دلته یونان کې د جمعې مبارکه ورځ جمع کیږي او ستاسو له ګرانو حضور نه یو ساعت دپاره مرخص کیږم او بیا له خیره چې جمع نه بیرته راغلم او بیا به تاسو ته بیرته به آنلاین کیږم او دعاګانې تاسو هم به کوئ زه هم به کوم انشاءالله چې مونږ ګرانه افغانستان ګټونکی شي د مسابقې مخه مو ښه شه. الله یې پامان.
I think the good thing, Neil, is he's not trying to make things. It's just